MTA must play a significant role in making sure we achieve the best results for all concerned this fall. And we must stay active well beyond the election to truly see our hopes for our association and our Commonwealth realized. Now, it was with great pleasure that I introduce you to our true friend of public education, teachers and union members, the Honorable Governor Deval Patrick.
Thanks to Paul for your leadership, and to Tim and to Ann. Congratulations on your promotions or your sentences, depending on how you look at it. I want to point out that Ann is looking mighty relaxed today. Ann, thank you for your partnership. You're absolutely marvelous. We really appreciate all your work. Thank you. And seriously, Paul, to you and your leadership team, it's a tough time to be in leadership, I know that. And your willingness to step up and to bring your spirit, your vision, your focus to it, that is an important thing. And I look forward to partnering with you for 4 more years. I want to acknowledge our Secretary of Education, Paul Revel, a great friend of yours and of education and school children all across the Commonwealth. Thank you, Paul. And I want to thank all of you for coming to one of my favorite parts of the Commonwealth and into this unspeakably hot room on a beautiful afternoon to have what I hope will be mostly conversation. I want to thank you for what you do in classrooms every day, first and foremost. Transforming lives, lifting vision for young people, giving them a way forward. I want to thank you for what you do in the State House every day on issues directly related to education, but those also indirectly related to education, but related to how we make a better and stronger Commonwealth. I appreciate that you make your presence felt, even if we don't agree on everything. And I want to talk about that a little bit too. And I want to thank you for what you do and have done most recently in Washington. It looks really good that the Education Jobs Bill will pass out of the House this week and be signed by the President. And I thank you for that. And I wanted to tell you that if that bill is signed, and if we get the resources we expect to, and if the rules permit, our intention is to fully fund Chapter 70 in this year, and to send an additional $75 million to public higher education as well. Conversation without your help. And it's just the latest example of what activism at the grassroots can accomplish. And I want to thank you for that. I've told some of you the story of when the President came to visit in the fall, and I went out to Logan Airport to pick him up. We were riding back in together, and he asked me how I was feeling about the coming campaign, and I said, Mr. President, I'm looking forward to the campaign. Now, a lot of you have been involved in campaigns before. You've been candidates yourselves. You know, normally when a candidate says he or she is looking forward to a campaign, they're lying, right? It's a slog, but I like it. I like being out. I like talking to people and listening to people. We haven't waited for the campaign to do that. You better be out. Because policy only matters at the point where it touches people. So we haven't waited for the election season to be out and around with you and your colleagues. But I said, Mr. President, there are 2 things I don't like about campaigning. One is asking people for money, especially at a time when they don't have much of it. And the other part of it is the bragging. the president looked out of the window and thought about it for a second. He turned back, he looked at me, he said, Deval, he said, get over it. So today is not about money. But let me brag a little bit. Because as hard as the times are, and God knows I know how hard they are, I know what this economy has done to every household, every family, every business, large and small, every government, local and state. You need to know that hardship is not our only reality here in the Commonwealth. Yes, we have been dealing with some $12 billion in accumulated budget gaps over the last 2 years at the state level. And it has provoked and required some very, very difficult decisions. But working with the legislature, we have stepped up and made those decisions and delivered 4 budgets now that are responsible, balanced, and on time. Not something many other states can say. I want you all to know that that fiscal stewardship has been recognized by all of the independent rating agencies by reaffirming our AA bond rating 4 times. Again, not something many other states can say, and meanwhile we continue to govern with your help. We are first in the nation in healthcare coverage for our residents. First in the nation. We're first in the nation in veteran services, the quality and scope of those services. We are first in the nation. We're first in the nation in clean and alternative energy policy. We're investing more per capita today than California. We've left them in the dust. And we are first in the nation, thanks to you, in student achievement year after year after year. Give yourselves a hand. What motivates me is gratitude. It's very personal. And it has everything to do with coming here in 1970 when I was 14 years old from welfare on the south side of Chicago. And from that moment, Massachusetts people, Massachusetts teachers and schools, Massachusetts jobs and other opportunities have given me blessings that I could not have imagined on the south side of Chicago, and I'm grateful for that. And all that Tim Murray and I are trying to do is to give back the same better chance we were given. A better school, a better job, a better future, a better community. I think a part of that is a better government. And I'm confident that if we pull together, if we inform ourselves, if we make it personal, and we believe, we will all win, we will deserve to win, and then we can finish what we started. I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.